How you doing? This is George at Wicked Warnings. Thanks for watching. Today we've got a nice F-350 in the shop. This is an XLT model with a whole mess of different stuff. Let me show you what we did. So what we did to this truck, first and foremost, we've got the Rough Country 8-inch LED set in the grill. Now this is normally sold for a lariat only grill. This is an XLT grill. I have another video, be sure to check out, that shows you how to make these light bars fit into a non-lariat grill. Let me turn them on. As you can see, we've definitely got a lot of increased lumens with those grill lights. They don't take up any room, and it's not that bad of an install. Be sure to check my other video out. As well as that, we've got the atomic LEDs on the roof. You can see they're amber right now. We've got them set to illuminate white. And we've also got our mirror mod kit, some linear 6s in the top of the grill, and some TIR 3s down in the fog lights, as well as our LED hideaways in the parking lights. Now it's daytime out here and we're in regular sunlight. So because, as you can see below my license plate there, the big old boss stamp, this truck is a plow truck. Auxiliary switch number 5 does the linear 6s and the LED HAW duos in white. The reason I did that on only auxiliary switch 5 is so as you're plowing, you can kill just those 4 forward-facing lights if they start to bouncing off of the snow or the plow and driving you nuts after the 14 hours behind the wheel. So that's auxiliary switch number 5. And now we've also activated auxiliary switch number 6. We also did the constant hot modification for the auxiliary switches, so number 5 and number 6 work without the key on. As you can see, the atomic roof lights are flashing in white. They're amber in parking mode, and we chose white for the warning mode on this truck. You can also see the Wicked Warnings mirror mod kit. You can only get that here at Wicked. That's activating the white spotlights in the mirrors, as well as the TIR 3s down in the fog pockets. The primary duty for those TIR 3s is side warning. That's why we left them on auxiliary 6. So once you kill the grill, you still have that front side warning to take care of pulling out into traffic with the blade on the truck. Make sure that nobody ends up T-boning the front of the truck. Let me show you a little bit on the side. Here you can see how that TIR 3 right there in the fog light gets the side warning very good. We've also got our Thin X in an amber white combination into the F-350 badges, which you can't really see yet. And in the back, we've got LED HAW duos on the cargo and the reverse. As you can see here on our side shot, we've got our roof lights going, our mirror lights going, our badge lights going, and we've also synchronized the front fogs with the rear tail lights. I like to keep the fog light and the tail light side profiles synchronized, just so it gives you the picture of how wide and long this vehicle actually is. If you happen to be coming up on it sideways at night, you can get an idea that this is a nice long bed 4-door truck. So hopefully this will keep the driver much safer with those inattentive sleepy drivers out on the nights he's plowing the roads and keeping everybody safe. Here you can see our Thin X mounted in the badge there, amber and white alternation, as well as a little bit of the HAW duos peeking from the reverse lights there and the cargo lights. Let me spin her all the way around. Alright, so out back here we've got HAW duos in white in the cargo and the reverse, synchronized in an X pattern. We didn't do anything under the tailgate or the bumper area because this truck does get a nice large V-box salter in the wintertime. So that tailgate's going to come off and everything in the bumper area is going to get covered up by the V-box chute. So there's no reason to put no lighting there. It'll be useless. Let me show you a little bit of the angle on that Thin X light. Alright, here you can see that Thin X light right in that F-350 badge doing its job. It shoots back about a 45-degree angle, covers the whole blind spot area of the truck. I don't think you'll ever have anybody hanging in your blind spot when you've got these lights on. You can also see our TIR 3s there underneath the rear tail light. This truck also got some fun toys. It has a 100-watt Carson siren with the 100-watt speaker, and we've got it set up with phaser tone on switch 1, the regular air horn electric tone on switch 2. We've got the grill floods on switch 4. And let me show you what switch 3 does to the back of this truck. So around the back, we've got our HAW duos already synchronized in the X pattern, but I also added the flood mode override to these as well. So out back, You've got your duos in the reverse and the cargo on flood. This will override the emergency lighting, or it'll work without it. And the TIR3s underneath the taillights stay illuminated. This flood's particularly useful for somebody following a little too closely on the highway, or backing up, loading a trailer, backing in the garage at night, all that good stuff. So he's got the deer lights in the front grille there by Rough Country. We've got the flood in the back, and we've got warning on all 360 sides of this truck. Let me peek inside real quick, and I'll just show you how the switches are set up. So up here in the cab, we put a little cheat sheet on here until the owner memorizes all these functions. And as I said, we've got switch number 1 labeled for fun. That's always a fun tone. We've got switch number 2 on the horn. It's 100 watt of get out of my way power. We've got the rear flood on switch aux 3. We've got the grill on 4. That's them deer lighting, the OEM, the Rough Country lights. And we've got the front 4 lights, switch 5, and the rear lighting on switch 6. We went ahead and just used all the switches on this truck. Wanted to take advantage of that. I'm going to have the owner drive this truck in a circle for us so you can kind of see what this looks like driving around in a real life situation. So let me reposition. So this is a new thing here. I just wanted to give you a 360 view of this truck. So let's see what it looks like going around in a nice slow circle here. There you can see those atomics. Very cool. Hey, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it if you stuck with me this long with one of my longer videos. Again, check out all our social medias and make sure to subscribe, tag us, like us, all that good stuff, and share this video with some of your friends. Thanks again, George at Wicked Warnings.